Choosing the wrong business structure can cost you thousands of dollars in taxes, but the right one can help you grow your assets, protect you from liability, and save you a ton of money. In this video, I'm going to discuss how a self-employed individual can structure their business in 3 different ways. The first one being a sole proprietorship, the second one being an LLC or a limited liability company, and the third one being an S-Corporation. And by the end of the video, you should have enough information to decide which one is the best fit for you. Hi, and welcome to the Money Matters MD Show. I'm your host, Dr. Abhishek Gadre. I'm a pulmonary and critical care physician, and I absolutely love to talk about personal finance topics in a way that makes sense. Now, let's talk about sole proprietorship. That's our first type of business structure. Let's talk about a case scenario. Let's talk about Joe the handyman. Joe works by himself. He doesn't have a company quite yet. He basically does gig work and brings in around $100,000 in revenue, and he spends around $20,000 in expenses. So he brings home around $80,000 in profits. Does that sound pretty good? But here's the catch. Now, Joe has to pay 3 different types of taxes on this profit. The first kind is called the self-employment tax. It's made up of Social Security tax and Medicare tax. This is around 15.3% of his entire $80,000 profit. The second type of tax is the federal income tax, and the third type of tax is the state and local taxes. All of his earnings flow through directly to his personal tax return, which is considered the 1040 or the 1040 tax return. It's pretty simple, but it's risky. There is no legal separation between Joe's job and Joe's personal assets. So if Joe gets sued, his personal assets are on the line. Now let's talk about the second type of business structure, which is the LLC or the limited liability company. Now let's say somebody tells Joe, hey Joe, you need to start an LLC and shield yourself from liability. So Joe opens his laptop and goes to LegalZoom.com and starts an LLC. He names it the Hardworking Handyman LLC. Now this protects him legally in case he gets sued. His personal assets are no longer online. Now, Joe can also get a separate EIN number for his LLC entity, and he can open a different business bank account using your EIN. And what an EIN is basically a social security number, not for you, just for your company. So now Joe's gonna have a social security number and an EIN number, and now he can keep his finances, his business and personal finances completely separate. But the truth which most people miss, that an LLC is only a legal entity, but it's not a tax entity. From a tax perspective, an LLC is basically a disregarded entity, and for all tax purposes, Joe is still treated as a sole proprietor. That means he still has to pay self-employment tax on entirety of his profits. Now let's talk about the third type of business structure, the S-Corporation. Now here's where things get interesting. Now Joe becomes his own employer, where the Hardworking Handyman LLC is his employer, and Joe the handyman himself is the sole employee. Now he basically gets to split his profits into 2 parts. He accesses a part of his profits as an employee via a W-2 payroll, where he has to set up a W-2 payroll company to give him monthly paychecks. And the other part comes to him as the owner of the S-Corporation, which he accesses via a K-1 shareholder distribution or owner's draw. So he's splitting his profits into W-2 earnings and K-1 distribution. Now the huge benefit of doing so is a 15.3% self-employment tax is only paid by the employee. So he only pays 15.3% on the W-2 earnings part, but he can totally skip that from his K-1 shareholder distribution part. So as you can see on the slide, Joe, just by doing so, saved around $6,000 in taxes. Now, of course, running an S-Corporation is not completely free. You still have to pay for payroll service, and you'll likely need to hire an accountant. And that's why you need to have at least $60,000 to $80,000 in profit to justify yourself, to complicate the situation enough to need an S-Corporation. So I just met a travel nurse the other day, and she was trying to do 3 different jobs just to survive. And she had no idea that she really just needs one W-2 job to keep her health insurance. And the other job, she could technically convert to 1099s and cash flow that income through a small business entity. And then she could be self-employed. And then she can deduct all her travel expenses, or maybe she can even have a business vehicle if she wanted or qualified for it. And that way she can even have her own retirement plan and save even more on taxes. The US government and the IRS tax code favors small businesses over employees all day long. So here's the bottom line. Sole proprietorship is simple, but there's no protection and you lose big in taxes. LLC, you're legally protected, but you don't get any special tax treatment. But you can still get a separate EIN number and separate your business and personal transactions. S-Corporation is the smart way to go. As long as your profits are higher than $60,000 or $80,000 a year, it totally makes sense into an S-Corporation. All you have to do is elect for an S election with the IRS for your LLC, and you will be considered an S-Corporation moving forward. And you get to split your profits into W-2 earnings and K-1 shareholder distribution, and you will save big on taxes. So scroll down below and comment which type of tax structure suits you the best. Now, if you want to learn how to stack retirement plans on top of your S-Corporation, like solo 401k plans and cash balance plan, watch my next few videos. These are some extremely powerful strategies to save big on taxes and turbocharge your early retirement plans. Now, if you learned something useful today, please like and share my video and subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching the Money Matters MD Show. Over and out. The Money Matters MD Show is for educational and entertainment purposes only. This is not financial, legal, tax, or medical advice. The opinions and views presented on this channel do not represent my employers or affiliates in any way.